It's been more than 20 years since the loved Static Shock animated TV series premiered, and the character is finally being brought to life in a live-action film. During the DC Fandom, which happened this year, it was announced that a film about Virgil Hawkins, aka the superhero Static, is being developed. The character was created by Dwayne McDuffie, Dennis Cowan, Michael Davies, and Derek T. Dingle, and it was introduced in the 90s under the Milestone Media banner, which was not long ago revived by DC.
Maybe a certain superhero can raise the Titanic.
Recap. A live-action Static Shock film is in the works at Warner Brothers, and here are all the details we know about the new superhero film. Created in 1993, at Milestone Comics, Virgil Hawkins aka Static Shock was popularized among comic fans in an attempt to boost the number of heroes of color. As a teenager hero, he was sketched in the same prototype as Spider-Man. Static became a very prominent character during his time with Milestone, and DC decided to keep the character in the mainstream even after Milestone's comic division closed. Though Static was officially born in 2010 as part of the DC Universe, an animated Static Shock TV show premiered in 2000. It aired for 4 seasons consisting of a total of 52 episodes, with Static continuing his appearance in Justice League Unlimited and Young Justice. Despite his popularity, it wasn't until 2020 that news appeared of WB making plans for making a film. Reginald Hudlin announced at DC Fandom that a live-action Static Shock film is being developed. The film will be launched after Milestone's comic relaunch in 2021, which will begin with a digital series for Static. A couple of months after the live-action Static Shock was announced, it has been revealed that Michael B. Jordan will be part of the project. Since he's a big comic book fan and a Static fan, Jordan will use his celebrity power to help hype Static Shock as a producer. He is very familiar with comic book films after his roles in Fantastic Four and Black Panther, while Jordan also produced the Netflix superhero series Raising Dion, based on the comics of the same title. The show told the story of a single mother who finds out that her son has supernatural powers and the problems she has while trying to raise her son securely and, more importantly, wisely. As for Jordan's commitment to the Static Shock film, he told The Hollywood Reporter, "I'm proud to be part of building a new universe centered around black superheroes. Our community deserves that," said Jordan in a statement. Outlier Society is committed to bringing to life diverse comic book content across all platforms, and we're excited to partner with Reggie, Hudlin, and Warner Brothers on this initial step. As we already mentioned, another big star that is also involved together with Michael B. Jordan on the project is Reginald Hudlin, who's hired to help Jordan in the production process. Even though Hudlin has written House Party franchise, Bebe's Kids, and directed Modern Family, New Girl, Uncle Buck, many projects likely, he'll only be taking part as a producer in the Static Shock live-action film. Not long ago, it was reported that Randy McKinnon has been proposed to write the script for the Static Shock film. McKinnon has written the feature Where the Water Runs and 2 series, the Netflix horror series Chambers and Grand Army, as well as the Disney Plus film Safety, which is based on a true story about a Clemson University freshman football player who has to raise his little brother on the college campus because his home life was so dreadful. As for who will be sitting in the director's chair for the Static Shock film, it's still unknown. That being the case, Jordan and Hudlin haven't decided on who will be the star that will become Virgil Hawkins' Static. Jordan doesn't plan to become the superhero himself, nor does he have any plans to appear in the future.
They have the advantage down here, boys! Yes!
Release date. Warner Brothers and DC Films still haven't given Static Shock an official release date. When Hudlin revealed the film at the DC Fandom, many fans expected that confirmation of the film's production would come immediately from the studio. Instead, Warner Brothers has yet to announce when it will be released, though the announcement of when Static Shock will have its premiere will likely happen after the film's creative team has been appointed. Cast. Presently, the Static Shock film doesn't have a director, writer, or any cast members attached. Reginald Hudlin, as we mentioned earlier, will be included in the film, but this time in the role of a producer. So far, there aren't any confirmed cast members since the film is in the early stages of development. Not even the lead character, although there was a rumor indicating Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, whom we know from After Earth, as the ideal choice for the film. We also don't know who will be the assistant director at this time, but Randy McKinnon is writing the libretto as one of his new projects along with a remake of the Hidden Youth series. Michael B. Jordan seems to be a perfect choice to play the hero, but most likely that possibility is not being considered. Jordan can perfectly modify this class of characters while appreciating his superhero character and racial justification.
This is one fun city!
Story. Static Shock is about Virgil Hawkins, a high schooler who gains the power to manipulate electromagnetism. Watching it had enormous influence on Jordan. I mean, again, as a kid growing up, watching Static Shock, it was something that inspired me, he said, and had that type of representation at a young age, it was really important to me, and I know it would be important to a lot of other kids today. So to be able to adapt the live-action version of that, I'm really excited about. So no real timelines, and I guess no real updates or anything like that, but we're in the process of building that out, and I can't wait to have something more to tell you guys later. Right now, all the details of the storyline of the film are kept under wraps, but since it's about a new superhero presented to most of the audience, his origin story may be in focus, so it's appropriate to reveal who Virgil Hawkins, Static, has been created in 1993 by the independent company Milestone Comics. The character has been on the edge of being forgotten many times, but fortunately has found ways to return with improved strength thanks to his instant connection with younger fans. Under the mask of Static is Virgil Hawkins, an African-American high school student who comes into contact with an experimental chemical after being involved in a gang war. Since then, he starts to develop superpowers that let him control electromagnetic fields. Expectedly, he decides to disguise himself to fight against crime, but is also troubled by doubts about his state, just like his fellow Peter Parker. Static came to be one of Milestone's leading superheroes until 1997, when the company decided to stop publishing comics, which seemed to be the end of the character. Still, from the year 2000, he lived a second moment of fame as the central character of a Warner animated series, Static Shock, which aired for 4 seasons and 52 episodes, while also taking part in other DC animated series like Justice League Unlimited. However, the series ended and the character was once again almost forgotten. Luckily, Static was included in the DC Comics universe when he appeared in 2009, together with the Teen Titans in Terror Titans number 4. And with this, his series only after 2 years, in 2011. At present, there hasn't been an official date revealed for the release of the Static Shock film. Sadly, we'll most likely have to wait for some time. Both Blue Beetle and Batgirl are still in the production stage, as we don't even have any confirmed cast members. Ideally, we'd see the film in the movie theater somewhere in late 2023, even though that could easily change as time goes by. But we'll for sure keep you updated in the future on new developments as they are revealed to us. On a related note, we wanted to know, what do you think the Static Shock plot will be about? Let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.